Good morning, all the delegates and respected dignitaries on the dais. Professor B.K. Thema, Sri Murali ji, Colonel Dr. Jay Prakash ji, Dr. G.G. Gangadharan ji, Dr. Siddipta Ghosh and Sri Ballapalli Prabhakar ji. We are actually very delighted to have this conference here, especially in Ramaiah campus. Actually, we like collaboration very much because it is very important to bring ancient wisdom and knowledge into the critical research and study of the scientists and scholars in the forefront. Because especially today it is very, very important because there is so much wealth in the traditional wisdom, and there is also a lot of confusion about the traditional wisdom. Many times, many claims were made which are not claimed by the scripture themselves. So it is very important to be objective. What is the text is saying, what I am saying, and what I experimentally proved and what I suspect or what I guess. But definitely the traditional wisdom has tremendous importance. We can see this in our life, how traditional medical systems, they practically heal people. We have recorded and recorded cases and many research papers, but I think the work which needs to be done is tremendous. And Bhaktivedanta Institute is very keenly interested in bringing this ancient wisdom through scientific study. Scientific study, through experience and through receiving knowledge from above, we have some understanding. It will also help us to be thoroughly convinced about these texts and take these systems in our own life. So, Bhaktivedanta Institute is organizing conferences from 70s. Dr. T.D. Singh was organizing this World Congress on synthesis of science, religion, and this health and Ayurveda is always on his mind. Always on his mind. Actually, this Ayurveda is one of the traditional wisdoms which we can really prove. The same way as the modern medical investigation, if we conduct and if we do it in a large scale, if we spread the awareness, I think we would have done a great service to our seers. We have preserved these texts for many thousands of years. So, Dr. T.D. Singh actually, the seed for him for this alternative medicine was formed in his childhood. That once he was contracted typhoid. His father passed away of typhoid. That time there is no cure. And in the village, all the doctors have declared that Dr. T.D. Singh is going to die of typhoid. Because his father passed away and whoever gets typhoid, they used to pass away. But one alternative medical doctor of naturopathy, he cured typhoid by taking Dr. T.D. Singh through fasting for 40 days on way. And it was a miracle, and it stayed in his mind throughout his life that I should do something. People don't know about these alternative medical systems. Those who know it, they don't take it seriously, and those who are on the scientific side, they take it as not so seriously also. They think this is pseudo-medicine or pseudo-science. And in fact, if you see in the Wikipedia, it is part of the thread called alternative and pseudo-medicine. I was very surprised that it shouldn't have been so harsh to be put under pseudo-medicine. It is not pseudo-medicine. We have experience, we take medicine, we get cured. And so there is a lot of work to be done on this front. And it is time I think this new department or the hospital which is being done here, I think it is a commendable initiative. And the Bhaktivedanta Institute being very close here, I think somehow it is arranged by the divinity to do something. I hope something will be done in this regard. So Professor Sudipta Ghosh actually is very serious about this, because he himself undergone this Ayurvedic treatment and he got relief, which he was not able to get it. So he is, along with Prabhakar, are trying to lead this in Bhaktivedanta Institute. And Professor Ghosh, please listen to his lecture. And B.M. Hegdeji, all our conferences, he comes and reminds us about the alternative medicine. So I think, sir, finally your efforts have fructified into a full-fledged conference on Ayurveda. Thank you very much for coming and giving us this opportunity. And Professor Ghosh is forming a nice group of researchers from IIT. He is himself professor in IIT as well as a director for research, honorary for Bhaktivedanta Institute. So we are trying to form serious groups in institutes which will do real research and bring this wonderful traditional system. That is, we can know where it is useful, where it is not useful. Similarly, the modern medicine, we know what it is useful, what it is not. So if we know, it will be a great service to the humanity, and it will save us a lot of money also, I hope, and which we can use for our conferences in the future. I hope you have very good talks. And about the Bhaktivedanta Institute, a lot is there. It's very difficult to tell. Dr. T.D. Singh, he was taking this ancient wisdom to the top scientists in the world, like Nobel Laureates. He has met around 24 minimum Nobel Laureates, and he published them. And he would always talk about Indian wisdom and how it could be relevant in modern scientific point of view, how it could be still true in the light of the modern inventions. Because a lot, what we know is less than, what we need to know is a lot more is there. So there is a great potential to bridge science and religion through Ayurveda, modern medicine and Ayurveda. It could be a great platform. Ayurveda could be a great platform for bridging science and traditional wisdom also. We have a lot of books. I think it will be available outside. You can go through them. We have a journal, annual journal, once in a year it comes. And we have a magazine for students of not very technically advanced in the initial stages. And we have every 2 months e-magazine which is running, and we organize students conference, All India Students Conference every year. And here also Fusion Conference every year we are organizing, and we are trying to do these conferences more and more in throughout India. There is a lot of interest, but we need all your help to take this noble mission forward, which will help the humanity. And I thank you all for joining this conference, and I congratulate both our teams here in Ramaiah as well as the Bhaktivedanta Institute. Namaste.